And hello back. We are on day 2 of... I literally just blanked. My mind went to static. My mind just went to static. "10 a.m. following day. Gotcha." This works. 8 a.m. the following day. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. It's not like anyone's watching this. Bruh, I have COVID. No, I don't have COVID. I was supposed to do a test now. I forgot to do a test. I did everything but a test.
It's about time to head over to the venue again. I'm still curious what Changyun saw the other day.
Fucking ghost. Like, what could he see? A fucking ghost. Like, think, Paimon, think. Is she somewhere here? Or is she hiding again? Where is this oceanid lady?
Wow, everyone got here so early.
She's not here.
The sun is shining bright today. As
Sure,
soon as
Benji.
that leaf floats past Stonegate, we shall reveal today's poetry theme.
The theme of the second day of the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala is
How do you remember that
pairing
name?
couplets.
What?
Couplets. Well, I've
What?
heard of that. It's a leeway art form where you have to create new lines of poetry based on fixed rules.
What are
Like
couplets?
Fill in the blanks game, but for poetry.
Okay.
Heaven and earth, rain and wind, the endless sky and the
I'm a Google
boundless
couplets.
land, forest boars and ocean shrimp, lavender melons and matsutake shrooms.
Huh.
Based on a given line of poetry, you must create the second line to form a pair, or couplet. As long as you take
Okay.
inspiration from the wide
I don't think
world
that's
around you,
not
you'll
what it
find
means.
it's not so difficult after all. The two lines should be neatly matched, complementing each other
Couplet
both
doesn't just mean a
semantically
pair.
and rhythmically. In essence, it's just like most other forms of poetry.
To buoy your imaginations and allow the winds of inspiration to fill your sails, we've added an additional component, an inspiration walk.
An inspiration
Okay.
walk?
By inspiration walk, we simply mean wandering around in the wild, taking in the scenery and pocketing any poetic thoughts.
Inspiration
Of
walk,
course,
just
to
fucking
all
go
our
to the
friends,
woods.
old and new, please be careful while out and about. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is already fully booked for the month ahead, and if there's any more demand, I'll be the only one with a smile on my face.
In
Jesus
short,
Christ.
please roam freely as the mood takes you. Enjoy the spectacular scenery of our two beautiful nations, and fill your imaginations with the most pleasing of poetry. We
You-
will all reconvene here tonight.
You skipped the
Traveler,
part where she
to
tells you
round
to
up
be
Suzhou,
safe.
Changyun, and the Mondstadt contingent, I have a favor to ask of you.
Okay.
Oh, is it that thing from yesterday?
Sure.
Thanks. I'm counting on you.
Let's see where this takes us.
So, we hope that each of you can keep an eye out for this while you're out on your inspiration walk.
Are you sure this is okay? It was just something I ran into, and now we're imposing my business on everyone else.
Yeah, I know,
Please
right?
don't say
Fucking,
that, Mr. Chung-yoon.
fucking
Master
gall
Jack
on you
ordered us to
people.
work with you however we can to improve cooperation. Helping each other out is exactly what we're here for.
Besides, investigating any strange occurrences near Mondstadt and making a report to the Knights of Avonius is also part of our job.
I don't mind either, because while we're out, I can look for new cocktail ingredients too.
Just think of it like an outing with friends. It'll be fun.
I'll skip it.
The way I see it, you should just humbly accept their willingness to help.
All right. In that case, thank you all very much. I will be sure to repay your kindness someday.
Now, how about we split into 2 groups for the day?
You mean to cover more ground?
Not just that. Don't forget, this is still part of the Poetry Gala.
Sure.
If we all see the same sights and sounds during our inspiration walk, how can we write unique poems?
Brother.
That's true. But how do we decide who goes in which group?
Why don't we draw lots?
Yeah! That'll make things even more fun!
Drawing lots? But what if I end up with the Liyue crowd, and I can't think of anything to say to them?
I've got this list of
Racist.
paper here. Who wants to go first?
Oh, Paimon!
I don't want to be with the Chinese people.
Okay, so that's the Traveler, Paimon, Diona, and Chongyun in one group, and Xingqiu, Mika, and Noelle in the other.
What a relief. At least I'll have Noelle with me.
Then I humbly place myself at your instruction.
Oh, I don't think... that won't be...
I also await your guidance.
Take care, everyone. See you all tonight.
Bruh. Mika racist confirmed.
Did anyone forget to bring anything? If not, then let's get going.
He doesn't like talking to Chinese people.
Wow,
What the
are those ears and tail real? So fluffy. Alright,
Bruh, I
Miss
feel
Diona,
you.
is there some place in particular you would like to go?
Just call me Diona. Since we're trying to find that thing you saw, why don't we start with the place you saw it last time?
I think I have a little bit of a heartburn. Those spicy wings were not a good idea, apparently.
Captain, hey, quit messing around.
Ooh, emo. Upon thieving hearts, its essence lies, not in silver nor gold, but a gilded nest. This emblem grants the courage to rise and summon the ravens as noble guests. What? What in the fuck? I swear. If by the end of day 3 we will have no explanation as to who that Oceanid lady is, I'll be so fucking upset. Like, I'll actually be upset about that. L.
Right over there, next to the water. That's where I saw it.
Okay.
It was a little foggy at the time, so I didn't get a clear look.
Oh,
The view
fucking
from here
sucks
is
to be
great,
you.
but there's kind of a gloomy atmosphere around here. Is this the kind of place you like to take a walk?
I wasn't taking a walk. I come here to train.
Train?
oh,
Like how knights train for combat?
It's
Kinda.
a bit different. As an exorcist of Liyue, my training involves practicing techniques for the exorcism of evil spirits.
Exorcism?
bruh, you're gonna just repeat every
I
word
always
he
wanted
says.
to demonstrate the power of exorcism, but it's a pity. I've never actually gotten the chance.
Chongyun is 1 in a million. He has pure yang spirit, so as soon as he gets close, evil spirits run and hide. Huh? Isn't that a good thing?
It's awful. Have you ever heard of an exorcist that's never seen an evil spirit? A lot of people think I'm a fraud because of this condition of mine.
Your physical constitution is far rarer than the techniques still passed down by exorcists today. You should treasure it.
Conqueror of demons.
Is that a friend
Praise.
of yours?
Oh my god,
Yes,
wait.
yeah.
Is she just here to ask questions so Paimon can give its exposition?
An Adeptus? Wow, I've never seen one of those before. Hello, Mr. Adeptus?
Just call me Shao.
So, are you
I
here
just
to
realized
check us
the
in?
owner has a
Or are you
collar
out
with a
for an
D
inspiration walk?
on it.
When I heard about the Exorcist's encounter, my suspicions were roused. That's why I'm here. I've already informed the owner of the inn. If you see anything out of the ordinary, return immediately and leave it to me.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to drag even the Conqueror of Demons into this.
I have already patrolled the area and found nothing amiss. Either the anomaly you encountered was no evil spirit, or perhaps it already left.
I guess that means we came all this way for nothing.
I
If
mean,
there's
we're
no
still on
other
the stroll.
business, I'll be taking my leave now.
Come on, inspiration walk with us. Come on.
You should come. There's
Come
no one else around
on.
here anyway, so you don't need to worry.
You can write some real sad poetry.
I
That's
would
gonna be
also
super
be honored if you
gloomy and
joined
be
us,
like,
Adeptus Shao.
world
It is
is
a rare
pain.
opportunity, and I have many questions about exorcising evil spirits that I would like to ask you.
Fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
Seems like this Adeptus is pretty shy. Or maybe all the Adepti in Liyue are like this.
No, this one's just a little bitch.
Yay!
What? When did this become my team? Now that Adeptus Shao is joining us, if anyone's team leader, it should be...
Don't overthink it. Diona, didn't you say you wanted to find some new ingredients? Yeah, I don't get to come to Liyue very often, so I want to gather some new ingredients while I'm here.
Sure, let's go.
I've heard that Liyue's Jueyun chilies can set your throat on fire. Is that true? I'm gonna mix them into my drinks and give it a try.
I mean, you could just ask Barbara.
Huh? Julian chilies. I'm not sure that would taste very good.
Bro, you'd be shocked.
Really? Perfect! Let's go pick a whole bunch of them.
What the...
As
You-
well as Jueyun
you see, bro,
chilies,
Diana has a
pearls,
condition.
Some slime condensate or loach pearls.
Are those really fit for human consumption?
Will Loach Pearls have
Sounds
use for the
like
first time?
like-
A touch of frost. Foreign.
Okay.
Okay, this should be enough.
Lovely.
Diona, you seem really committed to, making alcoholic drinks available to people of all tastes.
No, she's trying to make the opposite.
No, never! I hate alcohol! When grown-ups drink too much, they get that stupid drunk look on their faces, can't speak clearly, and don't even respond properly. Sometimes
Hell yeah.
they just sleep on the floor all night. Alcohol is the root of all kinds of evil.
Hell yeah.
I'm on a mission to mix the most disgusting drink in the whole world and show everyone just how awful alcohol really is. Nothing can stand in my way. If it means coming out to Liyue every day to pick fresh Jueyun chilies, then so be it.
Is it really worth all that effort?
Yeah, because all my previous efforts have failed. Those stinking booze hounds not only haven't woken up to the truth of how bad alcohol is, they even keep praising my drinks. It makes me furious!
But how is that possible? If this is the kind of stuff you're throwing into their drinks, it must taste absolutely vile. Surely.
So she has a condition.
Are you calling me a liar? Well, if you don't believe me, I'll fix you a drink right now. Then you'll see.
No need.
Just you wait.
Straight up takes a shit in it.
Is she really going to add those Juyun chilies?
If her claims are true, perhaps she too possesses a unique constitution of some kind.
Hey, Zhao figured
I
it
don't
out.
see how it could have anything to do with her. Unless she's under the influence of some kind of power? Maybe an evil spirit.
No. I sense no trace of the demonic in her. Although there are traces of something else. Something rather special. In
Hey,
Liyue,
Zhao
we
figured it
might
out.
say this child has adeptal affinity.
Wow. Interesting.
It's ready. Here, I made one for Xiao too.
None for me?
Oh boy. Look at that color. Yep.
That doesn't fit my color scheme.
Juyun chilies.
What's wrong? You're not allergic to anything, are you? Don't worry, there isn't even any alcohol in it. It's a slime condensate base with a seasoning of Jueyun chilies and finished with frog legs.
That sounds
Surely there's no
vile.
way this could possibly taste good.
This just sounds vile. Yo, no fear.
Xiao downed it in a single gulp. Oh, great. If the Conqueror of Demons drank it, it'd be rude of me to refuse. Oh,
Bro, what up? He sounds so just submissive.
Is he gonna be okay?
Yes, we've done
This
this.
drink is...
delicious.
Yeah.
It does have a touch of Juyun chili, but it isn't at all overpowering. It's completely different from Xiangling's cooking or those drinks Xingqiu makes to mess with me.
Yep.
It's crisp and refreshing, with just a hint of numbness.
Bro,
And
look
the
at his
Juyun
eyes.
chili flavor combines with the smooth but not slimy texture of the frog legs to form a heavenly mixture.
Oh my god, he
And,
turned
the
into
slimes.
Deku.
Can we talk about the slimes?
He turned into
Before this,
Midoriya.
I never knew that they had such a
No.
pure and herby taste, like fresh grass after the rain. The power and purity of nature distilled into a cup. Amazing! Simply unbelievable!
That's right. Slimes are absolutely sublime.
Shut the fuck up, Paimon. You know the thing.
I failed again. But wait, what's gotten into Chongyun? He's been so quiet up until.
I'm great, and I gotta try another. Diona, if you please, one more.
What about Zhao?
Okay. I think I've calmed down a bit.
Oh, the man for the first time wasn't called.
Can't believe I let you all see me like that.
It's
Interesting.
fine. My fault for not checking your spice tolerance first. Oh, looks like this pure yang spirit isn't such a great thing to have after all.
Actually, before I drank it, I very much doubted what you said about your drinks.
Who'd have thought it? Diona and Chongyun are actually kind of similar.
I mean, cryo with cryo.
Xiao? What's wrong?
Look over there.
You mean the leaf?
Okay.
Something's written on it.
What? You can see that from over here? Oh yeah, or it'll get swept away.
Wait, I'm getting a Eh? When using an icon. Oh! I am. Fascinating.
There's a poem written on it. The Conqueror of Demons has truly amazing vision.
Let Paimon see.
The sky that night blossomed with flowers. The stars that night hummed like bees, in search of nectar and of dreams. And we that night were as new as a dew, under moonlights flowing like a silken honey, our words sweet as we sat by the spring. Yeah, no. I'm not into poetry, but this is just shit. But I turned and left you alone, the poem in my half left not spoken. And since then, the stars do not twinkle, the moon is ice cold. I hide them neath the water, let your tears fall and find them.
It
It
sounds
picked it
like
up again, but then it lost at
author
the
is
end.
writing about the first time they met their true love.
How do
Although
you...
The following lines suggest that they didn't end up together.
Yeah.
Why write a poem on a fallen leaf? The flowing
'Cause you had no
waters are
paper?
ruthless. They carry the leaves away with the current. This poem would likely have vanished into the void had we not found it. It makes no sense to me.
Maybe that was the point.
That's true. I've heard Singcho say something similar before. When there's things that you're unable to say, or just never had the chance to say before it was too late, if it can be put on paper, it can be expressed as poetry.
Is it kind of like wishing at a fountain? I used to do that sometimes when I was little.
When
That means
you were
that our
little?
mystery poet was
That means you're not
probably
anymore?
hoping that someone would read it, right? You think? Then should we write a poem in reply?
But we don't
What?
know who wrote it. How can we reply?
Very
Why not
pretty.
Go upstream.
Upstream?
Just write very pretty on the back and
ink
throw it
looks
back in.
fresh. It can't have been written too long ago.
Brother, if it's
This
fresh, it
withered
would wash
leaf
off.
floated down with the current. If we travel further upstream and drop a leaf into the same waters, it should be carried down past the original writer.
Cool! Aw, this is so romantic! Communicating with a mystery person using poems on fallen leaves! But how do we make sure that
Okay,
they'll
Palmo, calm
receive
down.
We can write extra copies and drop the leaves in different places. As they say, where there's a will, there's a way. Surely at least one of our leaves will find a path.
Either
I
way,
think you're missing
it's our only option.
the point of
Then
surely.
Let's make like a tree and head upstream!
Yeah, that's upstream. Right. Because that goes to the ocean. Yep. Upstream.
Squall Fury!
Oh, fuck off. That's far. Oh my god. That is far. Just rude. Whoever put those pigs there can go suck an egg.
Upstream, up we go! Oh, did you think of what to write yet?
It's just a drawing of a penis. Amidst the dark, fireflies aglow. Pebbles are moved by the stream's flow. If what's yet remain and love holds to the last, against the world can the small stand fast. And honey, the moonlight may you once more bask.
Ooh, great! Now give it here, and Paimon will toss it into the water!
Okay. Wind blows, smacks the leaf back in Paimon's face. What's up? It's like the idea of the both of us.
Things you
has
never
grown.
had the chance to say before it was too late. When silence is the final word, we mourn the loss of things unheard. I have little talent for, nor knowledge of poetry.
You just said the poem.
The leaf's in the water! Look, it's like a little boat! Merrily, merrily down the stream, life is but a dream.
We should probably pick up the pace. We still have a few more leaves to set afloat, and we need to get back before it gets dark.
Okay.
Can we just let them go all go from here? Like,
Uh-huh. What's this? You two having a private chat?
No, it's nothing.
wee bit.
I just
I'm
hope
making
this
Gel
isn't all in
blush.
vain.
Some time ago in a team far away. Were they the ones throwing leaves downstream? Was it Shincho writing about
The scenery
Chongyun?
here is quite beautiful. Let's pause here to seek some inspiration.
Should we set up camp? Oh, please wait a moment. I'll pitch the tent.
No, go. It's okay. Okay.
It's an inspiration walk. There's no need for all that.
Okay. Well, I'll conduct reconnaissance nearby to ensure this area is safe, and see if I can't scavenge any firewood or food while I'm at it.
Wait, reconnaissance?
It means survey the environment and plan our route forward. It's the foundation of all operations while out in the wild.
Bruh, you're on a walk.
Inspiration walks in Mondstadt this complicated?
No, you're just with
Acting
soldiers.
like this is completely normal. Am I the weirdo here?
No, they are
In
weird.
that
They're
case,
acting like
I'll
soldiers.
conduct reconnaissance with Mika.
Huh? Oh, okay then. Now I have to try and make small talk. Should I mention the scenery? The weather?
Very well. Then
Brother.
leave the camp to me.
We don't need a camp.
So, Singcho, do you,
Come here
go
often.
on inspiration walks often? Or
I do. I always get bored when I'm cooped up at home. So I head out for a stroll. Life gets busy. You have to steal a moment of leisure when you can.
Cool. Oh, over there, firewood.
Where? Bruh.
Inviting
No, my sword! Huh? Witness the power of Fuwa!
It is sacrificial, sick. And Favonius lands.
final war.
More? No. Cool. Do we have to kill people to get it? Couldn't we just like take it from a tree? Ah. Berries.
With this wood and the food I brought along, we can definitely put together a decent lunch.
You've got quite a knack at wilderness survival. I'll give you that.
Thanks. I was on an expedition with the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius for a while, not too long ago.
Oh, you
I
were?
was in
You
charge
good
of
little
surveying
boy.
and mapping.
Oh? You sound like a character from an adventure novel. Charging across the world, sword in hand.
Well, spear in
What?
his case.
No, I'm nowhere near as amazing as all that. If I really run into a powerful enemy, I always leave it for someone stronger to deal with.
You're too
The way he
modest,
limits
Mika.
is good.
A hero is measured not by the blood on his sword, but by what's in his heart.
Aww.
As long as a righteous heart that yearns to aid others beats within your chest, no matter where you go or what you have achieved, you may be called a hero.
That all sounded pretty profound. Well, I've never even thought about any of that before.
Hello? Are you okay? Maybe we should return, lest Noelle be forced to wait on us.
Oh, sure.
She built a house. Her tent is just smashing rocks around and building a house, like straight up a full house.
Engaging.
Bruh.
But you're back. Did everything go smoothly? Do you need a cloth to wipe the sweat from your brow?
No
It's
need,
okay.
thanks. All clear. There's no danger in the vicinity.
Brother. Like. God damn it.
Well, your cooking is amazing. Every single dish is so tasty.
She just made some pancakes in the
Truly
woods.
astounding. I never imagined it was possible to enjoy such a satisfying meal in the great outdoors.
Really?
That's Noelle for
Then
you.
what do you usually eat when you're out on an inspiration walk?
Berries.
Well, since I usually sneak out from home, I just grab some dried snacks to take with me. Add in whatever fruit I pick along the way, and that's my lunch.
By sneaking out, you mean running away from home?
That's right.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I'll tell a cover story like, I'm going out to take care of business.
But if you get caught, won't you get disciplined?
Well, yeah.
So just don't get caught.
Huh. Anyway, did anything interesting come up while you were out scouting?
Well, Xingqiu and I talked about what it means to be a hero. Now that I think about it, by Xingqiu's definition, you should be considered a hero too, Noelle.
Huh? Me?
You're always happy to help everyone in the Knights of Favonius. Not only that, but whenever we're out training, you help out the citizens of Mondstadt. Oh, remember that time when
Why
a
does he
giant
look like a
boulder was
5-year-old?
blocking the road? You cut it in two with a single blow.
Oh? Sounds like she has both a heroic spirit and incredible martial prowess.
Please don't praise me like that. We should talk about what we came here to do, finding inspiration.
Miss Hu Tao said something about pocketing our poetic thoughts. But so far, all we've done is gather some firewood and cook lunch. I have no idea what to write.
You can write about anything. Looking at Cor Lapis, one can't help but wonder if one's own heart is as bright and clear as jade. Observing silk,
Tent is up,
so bright
fire
and
crackling.
beautiful,
Damn,
one
that food is
pauses to
good.
consider whether it ever feels the sadness and sorrow that humans do.
So we have to connect our
Bread,
internal
2023.
world with the external one?
Exactly. But that's just one of many possible methods. Perhaps you might gaze out at the bridge in the distance and see a woman leaning on the railing, looking as if her heart is laden by sorrows that even the rushing waters below cannot wash away.
Huh? Wait! I saw her at the gala yesterday. She wrote one of the riddles we answered. Why don't we go say hi?
Yes, yes, yes. Finally, thank you. Oh my god. So, lady, talk to me. Boo.
Hello, ma'am. How fortuitous it is that we meet again.
Hello. Are you here on your inspiration walk too?
Yes. Allow me to introduce ourselves. I am
She sounded
Xingqiu,
a little
and this is
different to
Noelle
the last
and
time.
Mika.
Thank you for accepting our answer to your riddle yesterday.
Oh, don't mention it. It's all in good fun. I'm Kelly Rowe.
So, Miss Caliroe,
Caliroe.
you're from Fontaine?
That's right. I was traveling in the area and just happened to see there was a poetry event being held at Stone Gate. It looked fun, so I thought I'd drop in.
Your riddle
Fair
yesterday
enough.
made quite an impression on me. It was uniquely evocative. Have you studied Liyue poetry before?
I haven't, actually. I've just picked up a few things here and there from chatting with people throughout my travels.
Oh.
Amazing! So you're a natural poet.
We noticed you standing on the bridge from quite some distance away. Are you drawing poetic inspiration from the flowing current beneath your feet?
I haven't finished my poem yet. The water here was just so peaceful and calming. I stopped for a moment and lost myself in admiring it.
I mean, if you're an oceanid,
Since we're all here, why not head back with us to the venue for tonight's festivities? It's getting late after all.
Huh? Are you sure?
We can walk and talk. Perhaps the mingling of ideas will give rise to new inspiration.
I'd personally like to hear Miss Callie Rowe's couplet. I'm sure I can learn something.
Well, if you're all in agreement, I've got no reason not to join you.
man, Xingqiu's such a smooth talker.
Woohoo! The first team is back, right on schedule.
Huh? The others have yet to return?
Come on! Let's hurry!
We're not too late, are we?
Just how far did you all go?
Everyone
We don't
catch
know.
your breath. Come on, deep breaths. 1, 2. Now, don't panic. The party hasn't started yet.
We made it! Oh, Paimon's exhausted.
Since when do you get tired from flying?
Paimon gets tired if she has to fly too fast.
Sure.
Oh, not to mention dropping all those leaves. Paimon's hands are cramping up.
From
Sounds
dropping
like someone needs
leaves?
to exercise more. Huh? You guys picked up a new teammate while you were out?
Indeed.
Apparently.
This is Kelly Rowe. I believe you'll remember her from yesterday, though you weren't introduced.
Hi, everyone.
Pleasure.
But you're not the only ones who's called in reinforcements. Look who we got!
The empty space.
Wait. Xiao? Where'd he go? Xiao, come on out!
Let me call him. He just shows up. Nope.
Now that we've all regrouped, let's... Scratch that. Looks like we're still waiting on my co-host. They say roosters crow at first light, and finches go to bed at night. But Director Hootal's always on the ball. Anytime, anywhere, she'll answer your call.
How long did you practice this one?
It's really necessary. We're already on day 2 of the festival. The opening ceremony is over.
Thank you.
But my dear, dear Paimon, it seems you are not yet aware. That was not for my own sake, but for a special guest who's joining us today.
Oh?
Director
Oh.
whose manner is as exuberant as ever. It always makes quite an impression.
Oh boy! Now this is a surprise.
Mr. Zhongli, I hope you are well.
Xingqiu, what can you tell me about Mr. Zhongli? He seems like somebody very important.
Yes.
It's a Geo
He's
Archon.
held in very high regard in Liyue Harbor. He's extremely erudite in many different domains of knowledge.
Allow me to introduce you all to Zhongli, a consultant at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Yes, that's his main title.
expertise is limitless, stretching from the celestial orbs to the terrestrial ores, spanning modern and ancient culture, delving into literature both prosaic and poetic. He may be my subordinate, but he is certainly a qualified poetry expert, and so
I may
we
be
have
his
invited
boss.
him here tonight to judge the compositions.
The director exaggerates. I am but vaguely acquainted with a few lines of classical poetry. Should you consider me to be remiss in my
Few.
appraisal of your own
1,000.
compositions, please correct me.
Enough with the modesty.
Aya.
Had you know better, I'd say you seemed nervous. Just focus on judging.
Please rest assured that I shall rise to the occasion, Director.
Let me do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great! Equal numbers on both sides.
Huh? Are you counting me too?
Join us. It'll be fun.
Fine. But consider this a favor.
With our Fontaine friend present, perhaps we should rename this event to the Three Nations Congenial Poetry Gala. Also, I'm just noticing that Paimon should only count as a half teammate at most. That kind of puts Team Traveler at a bit of a disadvantage.
Jesus
Well, how about
Christ.
this? I'll join in as well. Director Hootal, here
This
to help
event
out
just
in
be
your
making
hour of greatest
dude
need.
fucking most
What
out
does
of Paimon
everyone
ever.
think?
Naturally, the more the merrier. Being the host of the festival shouldn't stop you from having the chance to enjoy it like the rest of us.
Then it's settled. Everyone else in the audience,
I mean, kinda
feel free
does.
to join in too and support your favorite team. What about me? Shall I keep track of the score? No need for that. The teams are just a formality. We're all friends here, and this isn't intended to be competitive. But what do you think, Judge Zhongli?
I concur, Director. Moreover, it would be disingenuous to impose upon our friends from Mondstadt and Fontaine a competition in which they are judged on how rigorously they can adhere to Liyue poetic conventions.
Fair enough.
Since this is a congenial poetry gala, should we not begin with inspiration and finish with friendly conversation? The aim being for all participants to enjoy themselves.
That's a relief. I was so nervous about this, but it sounds like it's gonna be pretty relaxed.
Couldn't have asked for a better judge.
This
Zhongli said everything
butthole
I
was
was
so
supposed
tight
to
for
say
this
only
one.
far more eloquently. So, without further ado, I shall pass the baton to Venti.
No problem.
Why doesn't it
Friends old
make
and new, put
make
on
me
your
surprised
thinking
that these two
caps
are
and take
friends?
A deep breath of fresh air. The second stage of our poetry gala will now commence. Mashing couplets.
Perhaps I could break the ice with a humble contribution to inspire others to share their brilliance.
Oh
Please
god.
listen to the first line in the couplet.
Good thing he
Lounging
didn't
in
write it
luxury
down.
inside a Shinue kiosk booth, delighting in countless contemporary tastes.
What? He managed to think of one already? Oh, he seems like a real expert at this.
Honestly, Mika, just shut the fuck up.
Shinue kiosk. Should that be paired with Lily Pavilion? Or are they too similar for a couplet? Oh, this is pretty difficult.
Shinue
Wait,
kiosk.
I need definition of a
Contemporary
couplet again.
tastes. I guess I should pair the modernity of their VIP dining experience with an emblem of the past. Ah! Maybe where I was training that one time.
A pair of
was quite
successive
ancient.
lines of verse,
The weather was terrible
typically
that day.
rhyming
Okay,
and
I
of
got
the
something.
same length.
Surrounded by history, outside a Tianheng Pass pavilion, as lightning sets the boundless tenebrous skies ablaze.
Wow,
I don't remember the previous one well enough to.
Shinue Kiosk is a renowned modern restaurant, while the mountain pass of Tianheng is a prominent historical landmark. These two iconic locations form a complementary pair. The imagery also contrasts rather well between the two halves of the couplet. One half describing a leisurely and comfortable indoor scene, the other portraying a hazardous outdoor scenario where there is no protection from the elements.
Huh? I was just describing what I experienced that day. I guess I just got lucky. All right then. I guess I'll start the next couplet.
Wait, are we playing like
Mind
Shiratori or
pines for
something?
Mingyun, flesh confined to Qingse. Spirit striding high on Zheyun's clouds.
Oh, Chongyun, you dark horse. Looks like you came to play today.
This conjures the image of one with lofty aspirations, whose life is limited to a small town, but who awaits the opportunity to one day ascend above the clouds. The use of various locations for their symbolism is quite novel indeed.
Sure, if you say so.
Soul shines like jade stone, dressed in finest silkware. Lucent heart still beats within me now. Wow, how did Noelle do that?
Booty
A
shakes like
superb line.
slimes.
It employs the metaphor of precious stone to describe one of noble and moral character, with a pure and clear heart.
No, that was
The symbolism
describing.
in this case
That
is
was
centered
describing
around
Ningguang's ass.
objects. Truly the work
Dressed
of
in
a
fine
skilled
as silk.
poet.
Think about it, dude.
That was a commendable couplet.
All thanks to your guidance while we were out on our inspiration walk. I'd like to start the next couplet.
Okay.
Up into the misty karst, down among the grassy marsh, all for lotus seed and bird egg soup.
Lotus
seed and bird egg soup? What is it, Diona? Did you think of a second line for the couplet? No. Everyone's poems are so complicated. I need more time just to understand them.
I'm a little child,
But
goddammit.
when
I'm
I
like
heard
10.
Lotus seed and bird egg soup, it made me think of berry and mint burst. Maybe because I mixed a similar drink recently.
Got it.
North beyond the Starfell Lake,
Yo!
south across the windswept plains, just for berry squeezed and mint infused.
Yo!
Wonder everyone praises the traveler
got
so
Lumine
highly.
voice line.
You answered so quickly.
Both halves of this couplet require intimate knowledge of the terrain in question and the local plants that may be found there.
Bruh!
The two of you are clearly both seasoned travelers.
Does this mean I helped? Meowza!
now, Zhongli. Don't just praise everything you hear. You should question and press them a bit. Don't worry about upsetting anyone. After all, I'm here to take the heat.
And allow me to try another.
I just want Zhongli to put Hu Tao.
Still, it soothes the human heart.
Is she talking about the medicinal effects of Qingshin? This is a hard one to match.
I mean, in Xingsa. Huh? I got it.
Sweet dream is no dream, yet it nurtures people's dreams.
I stole this one.
Dream. Does that really match?
Since the suitability of the match has been queried, I shall act according to the director's wishes and ask you, what is the link between Sweet Dream and Qingshin?
Sweet dream is a type of dessert.
You mean eating a delicious dessert before bed will make you sleep well, right? You're amazing!
Bro, they are pushing that so hard. Like, seriously, like, who in the Hoyoverse writing staff
And I
is such
agree.
a
The two
traveler
halves of the
Xiao
gauntlet
shipper?
match. This point is well deserved.
Points for me, points for thee. This judge gives out points for free. But if you ask me, everyone's being a little too conventional so far. Let's push the envelope a little. Go nuts!
You wanna go nuts? Let's
Okay.
get
Why
nuts.
don't you finish this one for me, Hu Tao? Round moon in the heavens, full moon at night. Celebrate with circle of friends.
Wait. Finish this one for me. My money don't jiggle jiggle. It falls. I wanna see you wiggle wiggle. For sure.
Oh, square meals in the basement. Big bowls of rice. Decorate with cuboids of meat.
Eh?
What the?
We have ourselves a pedant's couplet. The
Pedants?
two halves have no thematic connection, yet each word has its perfect parallel, meaning the two halves do form a cohesive whole. The strict pairings make this no easier to achieve than a thematically coherent couplet.
Blah, 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 blah. So verbose. Zhongli, just tell me if I got a point or not.
Of course you did. I presumed it went without saying.
Ahem. Through Cheongji, I walked 100 miles. At Guili, I ended my march. In Dihua, the silver grass grows in 2 styles, but horsetails don't trot out the marsh.
From vendors, I bought some 15 steaks. At dinner, I sizzled the lots. At pressure, the tenderloin cooks in 2 ticks, but 15 won't fit in the pots.
What the fuck is she on about? She's just making shit up.
I think she can do that too.
But
I thought of
she's just making shit up as she
Let's
goes.
get hooked there and Bunny.
Yep.
That's a cute couplet.
Sweet flowers can't outsweet Sister Barbara.
Bruh. Bruh.
Now that's the passion we like
Bruh.
to see. Although, unfortunately, your response was technically one word too long.
Oh my god, they're really.
In that case, whopper flowers can't whop jumpy
And
jumpy.
whoop jump
Oh, this monster's got talents.
Right, he just threw
I'm
words
so
in here.
relieved I at least managed to get one.
Nestling
just became
by a
Shiratori
roaring
at this point.
fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of clear springs. Wow, Noelle came up with another one!
I want someone to bring me
That's
my
the
curly
couplet.
hoe.
Paimon knows you can do it!
Why don't you try Paimon? Fucking do something for
Do
once.
you really think Paimon has what it takes?
Time to get pedantic.
Fine, Paimon will give it a whirl. Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the
Did you
stove,
remember this?
reading through
I already
the heart
forgot.
of clear
We don't have a
springs.
log.
Hmm.
This isn't Honkai.
Seething in the pouring
this Paimon just.
What? Really?
Yes,
Sure, why
very
not?
good. The image of challenging powerful foes in the harshest of conditions seemed to manifest before my eyes, and it was perfectly juxtaposed against the atmosphere of leisurely reading with a cup of freshly brewed tea.
Really?
Whatever you say.
Maybe Paimon has a knack for this after all.
It appears that my services as a judge are no longer needed.
Wanna go have some osmanthus wine? In high spirits, the laughter and couplets continue. As the host declares the day event's over, the crowd reluctantly disappears.
Paimon's so happy! Paimon managed to match a bunch of couplets at the end. You did hear them all, right?
Yeah, you screamed them in my
I
ear.
enjoyed myself too. Oh, I never knew Liyue's couplet poetry was so much fun.
You were amazing today, Noelle. You did so many couplets. Paimon especially liked your one about reading Heart of Clear Springs. Paimon never could have thought of that.
Oh, she got sad. Want me to bring you to your ocean
Miss
friend?
Kelly Roy, are you okay? You look like you're getting tired.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Although, I do have a question I'd like to ask.
Sure.
Have all of you read Heart of Clear Springs?
I
read
haven't
it before.
actually read it.
My dad told me the story once. It's about a spring fairy and a young boy.
Oh, yes. The story of a spring fairy who left her homeland and met a boy under the moonlight in a faraway land.
Oh,
The
fuck
boy
me.
poured out his heart to her, and she listened to his stories. Over time, the boy grew up and began to develop feelings for the spring fairy. But the spring fairy didn't understand human love and was afraid that making a promise to him would ultimately end in tragedy. And so,
How much you wanna bet that the water hole, she's the fairy in the story, and the boy sending notes on the leaves is some fucking, I don't know, and he's the boy from the story.
I don't know if Diona's father mentioned the part about the kiss to her.
In the end, the spring fairy left the boy and was never heard from again.
Ah, yes, that's it. Many years went by, and the boy became an old man. But he never stopped believing that the fairy was real, and not just a dream.
Sounds like a tragic tale.
So, what do you guys think of the spring fairy in the story?
I'm sure she made her decision with the best of intentions, but the boy couldn't hope to understand why she left. It's a shame that the misunderstanding never got cleared up.
Oh, did you finally realize what love
Do
means?
you think she should go back and see that boy again? If she ever had another chance?
If she knows what,
But isn't he an old man by the end of the story?
if she feels love, yeah.
Isn't it a bit late? What if it just led to more regrets?
Oh Jesus.
Oh, sorry. Maybe I'm being too pessimistic.
If Paimon was that boy... Actually, Paimon would definitely want to see the spring fairy again, no matter how old Paimon got.
Yeah,
After all, she's the love of his life, right?
yeah. If the boy still loves her.
Oh? Looks like the party's still going strong over here. Are you coming up with more couplets? Need my help?
Stick to hosting, Tone Deaf Bard. If you get involved, you'll only match every couplet yourself and not leave any for the rest of us.
I never knew you had such a high opinion of my abilities, Paimon. But the couplet games are all over now. Tomorrow's theme is freestyle poetry.
Roses are red,
Do
violets are
we
blue.
have to share our own poems with everyone?
I showed you my
That's
penis.
If you're not feeling confident,
Why did you show me
don't
one too?
worry. It's never too late to register for Venti's poetry cram class.
I'll sign up.
Oh, me too.
Hold on there, Buster. Before you
I'm actually proud of this one.
Just how much freedom is there with this freestyle poetry exactly? Aren't there any requirements at all?
It's as free as the winds that blow. And there's nothing freer. There are no limits to genre, form, content, or anything else. So long as it comes from the heart, you're welcome to put it into poetry. Give it a try. There's no better chance to express your innermost thoughts.
But she's about to cry.
It's almost too much freedom. Paimon can't decide which way to go. Our travels?
So how old is your boy?
Maybe all the food that the travelers cooked for Paimon. Will you come too, Kelly Roy? Paimon wants to see what you write.
Oh, yes. I'll be there. Ugh, my nose is starting to itch again. All right, I shall leave you to private
Because of Diona? Because of Diona.
See you tomorrow.
My man is allergic to Diona. Well, that worked out. I would love to say I'd see you tomorrow, but it's in 2 days. Fucking Venti, you little liar. Well, smiling at me like that. How dare you? Little fuck. Well, I'll see you next time. Bye.